What's going on out there, everybody? This is Freddie with JDS Kennels. It is 5:30 a.m. and I am up with the doggies and the puppies. Everybody is doing good. Pups doing good. Everybody doing good. I still have a female available, a blue tri-female. I'm sending the blue brindle down to Arkansas. One of my guys down in Arkansas, shout out to my guy Money. He's getting the blue brindle male. Yeah, I just came on here to give y'all an update, even the update on the pup I was going to get from one of my guys, man. Used to be one of my guys. Because I'm going to tell y'all, listen, be careful who you think is your partner. Because 9 times out of 10, it really ain't your partner. Because when the money come involved and puppies come involved, motherfuckers fall out real fast. Excuse my French. But people fall out real fast. Just a quick story. I sold a guy a dog for $1,500, I didn't set the terms. I let everybody else set the terms because, I ain't in this shit for no money. You know what I mean? Like I still tell y'all today, I still ain't turned the profits on dogs. I work every day. I got other shit going on outside dogs, yeah. He made the terms, not me. So, he had a breeding. And I get it. You know what I mean? Like, me, I'll take a letdown better than a runaround any day. You know what I mean? But don't tell me something and expect me not to feel away. I feel away, but then again, I don't. It don't matter. You know what I mean? But I do got to address the situation. I blocked the guy, you know what I mean? Because we've been communicating for a couple years. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it. You think you know people. You don't really know people. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really know people. That's why I never try to get too close to people. You know what I mean? Especially on business, I get it. People make mistakes. You know what I mean? I don't feel this was a mistake. So long story short, he tell me, he was like, okay, Fred, you sold me my dog. So when I breed the dog, I'll sell you a pup for exactly what you sold me a pup for. And I'll let you get second pick. Okay, cool, boom, cool. So, dog had puppy. We talked first week, second week, you know what I mean? We communicated third week, but I think like the second week, he get to showing me the dogs, and I was leaning towards a male. So, I tell him, I'm leaning towards this male. I don't really want a female because I want a male to breed with the female that I just had from Creed and Nyla, So he said, okay, yeah, man, just let me know which one. I'm like, listen, I'm strongly leaning towards this male, So he was like, well, I got these females there. I say, listen, bro, I'm leaning towards the male, So the next week, he tell me, oh, I got this person interested in the male. She's offering me $4,000. I get it. $4,000 is way more than $1,500. But if you done told me something, or we communicating about something, that's what it is. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, I'm gonna go over here and sell the dog to this person, XYZ. But long story short, that's what he told me that day. So a couple days or a week go by, we talk again. And I was like, hey, we still talking about the same male. I say, yeah, man, I think that's the male I'm going with. So he was like, okay, just let me know. And when we get off the phone, I say, bro, don't sell my dog. So I don't hear from him because he was calling me every day. Every day wanted me to stop by his house and all this. I couldn't stop by the house. So he went missing for a couple of days. So he tell me he was sick. Whoop, 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 whoop. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I already knew what it was. I had already told my wife, I was like, listen, I'm like 1,000% sure he didn't backed out on the pup. I say, I'm not tripping. but I don't want now other dog. And I had told him that on the day that I told him, don't sell the dog. Because I was like, I don't want now another dog. If you're going to sell the dog to somebody else, I don't want no puppy. I'll just get a puppy from somewhere else. You know what I mean? He was like, no, 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 no. But long story short, I tell my wife when I don't hear from him, I'm like, he done bagged out on that pup. I bet you trying to sell that pup to the person for $4,000. I don't care. It's his dog. That's all you have to tell me. But don't give me a runaround. So, he go missing. I text him. I call him. He don't answer the phone. He texts back, oh, I'm sick. My voice gone. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I say, okay, cool. So I don't hear from him. So I call him again because the puppies is about ready to go December sometime. So I'm just trying to set it up, you know. So I don't hear from him. He texts me back. He was at his daughter thing. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So then the next day I get a call from him because I sent him a long message before I got the call. I say, listen, bro, I don't want to fall out with you about a dog. You know what I mean? I don't want no misunderstanding about a puppy. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's your puppy. You do whatever you want to do with your puppy. You know what I mean? So he called me. He texted me, he said, I'm going to call you the next day. He called me. He was like, listen, I apologize. I fucked up. I promised 2 people the dog. I say, hold up, man. We talked about the dog way before you even brought the other person into the situation. You know what I mean? I don't mind you selling the dog for whatever you're going to sell the dog for. It's your dog at the end of the day. I got a whole lot of dogs and I got a whole lot of shit going on anyway. You know what I mean? And when I had talked to my wife the night before, I had told her, you know what? Fuck the dog. We ain't buying the dog. We ain't getting the other fence. You know, I had just told her we're going to save the money. You know what I mean? So it bothered me, but then it don't bother me, you know. But I just had to come on here and let y'all know. When you're dealing with people about money and puppies, it don't always mix. Because I done had this with 3 different people. I had this with SSK Bullies. I had a relationship with him for 3 years. We fell out about a dog. I had another relationship with a guy when I first got started. We fell out about a dog, and now in this situation. So never get into a situation where you're trying to do business with people you really don't know, but you think you done built a relationship with, you know, about dogs and money, because the shit don't mix. You know what I mean? Because everybody gonna say this is what it is until it actually happened. And then when it happened, everybody's like, oh man, you know, it's switcheroo time. But long story short, I'm not mad. I'm okay. I'm doing well. The yard doing well. The puppy's doing well. The business doing great. So I'm blessed. You know what I mean? Just, I want people to understand, don't put yourself out for people when they ain't gonna go all out for you, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, and like I told my guy, I was like, I blocked him and everything because I ain't got time to be going back and forth with nobody. You know, I don't want to read 30 texts that you fucked up or you made a mistake. Listen, a mistake is a mistake. You know what I mean? But if I done told you something and I know what I done told, it ain't a mistake. It's on purpose. So I don't want to deal with people or put myself in a situation with people like that, because if we did that off a puppy, I just imagine what he'll do if we was in business. You know what I mean? And the numbers was right. You know, so don't put yourself out for people that ain't going to go all out for you. That's the message of this right here. I just wish everybody the best. Like I said, we got a female left. I think that's the only female left. I think that's the only one I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of the blue tri-female. The blue brindle male is going down to Arkansas. I actually might send him this other male I got too. This white 10-month-old male. But I'm still skeptical on that boy, because that boy look like he going to be an animal. But I would have 4 males then, you know, but I don't want to keep 4 males because I got Creed. Both of these males is Creed's son that I want to keep, you know, but I think I'm leaning towards Brutus. Bruno going to be going down to Arkansas. And I think I'm going to send Bentley to Arkansas too, to my guy. So I talked to my guy last night and told him I'm going to send him both of them boys, but I'm indecisive on Bentley. So Patch will stay. Barbie will stay. And Brutus will stay. Then I got Kato, Michi, and Creed. So that's my 6 right now. You know, I eventually buy another dog off the yard because I'm not going to breed pretty because you got Creed, her daddy, Michi, her grandfather. But I want to breed, I said pretty, Barbie. I want to breed Barbie to something off the yard. I'm just going to buy me another male when it's time to breed her or pay for a stud fee. You know, I might pay $2-3 grand for a nice stud fee to breed with her because I think she got real potential. But yeah, other than that, everybody's doing good, man. And to all my followers, my subscribers, I want to start this truck. I want to start a truck page because, you know, I've been in the background doing the truck thing for about a year now. So that's where I'm at. You know, we got 3 of them on the road right now. We just bought the second one. I had a rental going for about 4 or 5 months. I got into the trucks like December of last year. So, yeah, business doing good. I want to start a separate page just to take you on the journey of the trucking business. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So stay tuned. I might jump to a different page, but I will have it in the description. Yeah, just stay tapped in with JDS Kennels. Don't post every day. And the reason I don't post, I'm on the road every day, Monday through Friday, sometimes Saturday. The only day I got off is Sunday. So I'm road running, you know, juggling a family of dogs. So it's a little tough, so bear with me. Shout out to everybody that still tune in, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. And I got a shout out to a guy that's in a different country. He say tuned into my page and keep up the good work. You like what I got going on. So shout out to you. Next time I drop a video, if I can remember, I'll put your name in the comments, shout you out. But who I want to shout out? Shout out to my guy, William. I can say this right here. My guy, William from New York, that got a shit ton of John Doe Squad blood on his yard. The guy's solid. You know what I mean? Dealing with this dog game, I can say he's the guy that's been most consistent. And I've been knowing him about right at 2 years too. He has been consistent. If he said, he do it. No backing out. No nothing. The guy had a litter. I had sent him Luna up there. She had a litter of puppies. And she had this bacteria infection when she had birth with the puppies. So all the puppies passed. The guy gave me the puppy that was left. He sent another puppy up here from off a Millie litter. You know, like I just say, if I tell you something, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like I ain't got time to be going back and forth. I done gave away more puppies than I done sold. You know, so I'm not big on a person. Let me take that back. I'm not big at all on a person not holding their word. You know what I mean? But if it's something that can be fixed, it can be fixed. But you know, just keep your word, man. And like I said, the moral of this story is don't go out your way for people that ain't gonna go all out for you. John Doe Squad. Out there, everybody. This is Freddie with JDS Kennels. I got this blue tri-female available. As you can see, the girl is tough. Hey, girl. Hey, girl.